right. We're recording. There it is. What's up, brewskis? Oh, my God. We're back again.
Oh, my God.
We're back again. I didn't do that on purpose. I just did that. Didn't even realize.
I didn't even pick up on it.
Wow. Okay. What's on tap for tonight? We're just going to dive right into... Since we've been gone,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's just all songs, dude.
It's a musical.
Since we've been gone, there have been massive updates in the video game industry.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna have to take it all apart, piece by piece, very very slowly. So we're gonna take our time with this one.
Yeah. It's a surgical episode.
Yeah. And I think that's it.
That's
what we're gonna do.
That's what we got.
Yeah, because there's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here.
PlayStation, GTA 6,
Xbox,
and many more.
A lot of choices being made that are, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
With where the direction that the industry is going. A lot of implications as to the future of gaming.
Yeah.
As it stands. But before we do that, we got to get into some brewskis, okay? So, let's just crack these babies open. Let's get crazy. This is episode 499.
Oh, my God.
Of the One Beer In podcast. Oh, we just cracked open 2 beers. Oh, my God. It's a 2-beer episode.
We're going to need it.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me.
This is the One Beer In podcast. The podcast where 2 brews crack open a brew. Maybe 2.
Or 2.
And we see where those 2 brews take us. My name is Marco Dupa. With me, as always, the great and powerful Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
And he's going to tell you a little bit about what we're drinking tonight.
So.
I fumbled that a little bit.
It's okay. It's been a couple of weeks. People will understand. Our beer of the week is Is it the Go Skate Dad?
Go Skate Dad.
The Go Skate Dad Lager, 4.5% ABV from Red Light. That's all that's on the can, my friend.
He didn't put a little read on there?
There's no read on it,
Oh.
unless you want to talk about the Surgeon General. It's the Go Skate Dad American Lager, brewed and canned from Red Light Brew Pub, Orlando, Florida. I know her well.
Well, I can tell you a little bit about it. Hoppy lager, Cascade hops, gives it a little bit of a kind of grapefruit finish. Brewed for Go Skate Day / Father's Day.
There's a dad on the front.
Yeah,
It's nice.
that's pretty much it. So we're drinking that.
Yeah.
And we're also drinking what is affectionately known as Natty Bo.
National Bohemian, you say?
Mm-hmm. And to the point that up in Baltimore, it's on the menu as Natty Bo.
Yeah.
They're not have a national Bohemian lager.
No.
It's Natty Bo. And they're just if you don't know what that is, go fuck yourself.
Right.
So I'll just say, before we get into the rough stuff, because it's going to get rough, let's talk about why the episodes have been kind of parsed out.
Sparse.
As they have been. We haven't been as consistent as usual.
Yes.
And that's because, I took a trip
Yeah.
to Baltimore. DMV.
Baltimore, as they say.
Baltimore. I went and saw my brother, who I haven't seen in a little while. Surprised him. Yeah,
I didn't know it was a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Didn't tell him. I have video. I'll show you some video later.
Nice.
Yeah, he didn't know what was going on. We got an Airbnb 10 minutes away from his house. He was under the impression that his in-laws were in town, and he was like, "What the fuck, man? They were just here a month ago. Why are they back?" So he was like, "All right, well, let's figure out how to entertain them." So he's coming over to the Airbnb, and then he's met with his actual parents, and freaks out. It was a great surprise. Just for him to see his parents was a good surprise to him.
Yeah.
And then he comes around the corner, the backyard of the Airbnb, and then it's two of his siblings. Dom couldn't make it, but we were there. His niece was there. Brad was there. It was good. Like
nice.
we had like a big group, it was all family. It was great. So we surprised them with that, and then we kind of just hung out in Baltimore. You know, just did the thing, whatever you do in fucking Baltimore. We got some food on the harbor. We went to the aquarium, the Baltimore Aquarium.
Nice. Heard good things.
We took a side quest one of the days to D.C. Kind of walked around Washington a little bit. Got to see the god-awful claw. I mean, here's the thing, guys.
You saw the claw in real life?
Yeah. I saw it with my own, too.
Nice.
The thing is, like, we're not going to be able to delve into everything that we want to delve into. This would be a 4-hour podcast about, like, everything that we've missed.
Yeah.
We can't really... I think we'd be remiss if we didn't at least mention the UFC thing
Sure.
because we talked about it. I even kind of forgot about it until I just mentioned the claw, and I was like, we probably should mention it at least a little bit because we've been talking about it for the past, like, 4 weeks.
Right. It happened.
It happened. And by all accounts, well, at least by all of their accounts, it was successful.
Right.
Which is good for them.
Some controversy around the actual numbers.
And we knew that. I think we made mention about the fact that, like, they're gonna game the numbers.
Yeah, of course. Who's gonna check?
Right. And who's gonna be able to
verify?
Yeah,
it's fine.
But it does seem like it was the event itself, and this is by no means up to Dana or Donald Trump or anybody else involved except for the fighters. The fighters put on good fights.
Yeah.
There was a knockout or a TKO. There was a finish in every single fight on the card, which if this was any other card, you would be like, holy shit, that's tremendous.
Right.
There has been a lot made of the fact that they actually went through with this. There was cage fighting on the White House lawn. A lot of people are like, this is disgraceful.
Lots of allusions to idiocracy.
Yeah. I mean, I think we kind of set our piece as far as like the perception of the thing goes and all that stuff. I found out
like most of the fighters are international as well and not American.
Yeah. That just adds a level of grossness to it that I don't even know if it was intentional.
No,
I don't think they're
don't
smart
think
enough
so.
for it to be intentional.
No,
but it's still,
I will say I don't think it's that deep.
But it still adds a level to it of like, we're not even going to have Americans fighting each other. It's going to be a bunch of foreigners who are like struggling, like their families may be struggling to stay in this country or get in this country.
Right.
And they're going to be fighting for their lives.
A guy that would be frisked by airport security.
Yeah.
You're going to
gets to fight for his life in front of the president on the
White House lawn. Yeah.
So there was a lot made about that. The biggest takeaway, I think, is just the sheer amount of government corruption. The fact that like some of the fighters, I don't know if it was all of them, but some of them were being paid in crypto. That was crypto that Donald Trump has holdings in, investments in, and it came out that he's made like $2.5 billion, and a lot of it has to do with
being in the White House, alone, and a vast majority of it is his real estate holdings and his crypto investments. Yeah.
If you can't take your own political bias out of it and just go, well, the president shouldn't make $2.5 billion while he's the president because, well, number one, that's illegal. All of his personal financial holdings should have been sold off or shifted to people who could run those things. He shouldn't be making any money.
Oh, like his family?
Yeah.
And
number two, even if that's the case, like he just should not be putting on a sporting event and paying people through his own crypto investments
and promoting that crypto on the show.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
And he's done so much illegal shit that it's hard to keep up with all of the illegal shit that he's doing.
Well, you saw the Vance clip about him saying, oh, it's kind of quaint that we look back at Nixon and Watergate because if that were to happen,
he's like, dude,
it'd be gone in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, nobody would even give a fuck about Watergate.
Right. He's right, by the way.
He is right. And he's so right that that was a non-story. No one's even talking about that anymore. And that was a fucking insane self-tell.
A complete admission.
And we just moved past it because like that's how crazy this whole thing has been.
Ay.
So
anyway, it was a huge success.
Yeah.
Everyone had a great time.
yeah. For them, it was so successful. Dana was just like, "We'll never do that again." We made so much money.
It was too expensive.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to get off the ground, but we'll never do it again. But
Yeah.
cheers to us.
Sure.
Whatever, man. I mean, we got to the other side of it, and it just is what it is. It's just like it's just one of those things that I feel like is going to be a black eye, no pun intended, on America and on the history. Like we'll always look back.
We'll always have the
fact that,
claw.
like, yeah. So I mean, and when we get there, to kind of circle it back to the trip, we get there and you're looking around at the skyline and all these different monuments and stuff, and you're like, oh, well, let's go to the Washington Memorial and let's go see how like close we can get to some of the other. We're doing like all of the different monuments. Like you can do. Have you ever been to DC?
No. Never.
So it's a bit of a walk, but you can actually, there's a trail where you can just hit all of them, right?
Yeah.
So you can just follow this trail and you can hit all the monuments. You can do the MLK, Washington Monument. You could just hit them all in one strip. And it's basically a hike that you can do. And you're looking around at the skyline at all this shit, and what do you see? The big fucking doofus claw in front of the White House, and you're just like, it's gaudy and ugly, and it's just like, yeah, that's where we're at right now.
And half the White House torn down.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
And you can't get to the reflection pond right now.
Sure. Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
And you can't get that close to it.
No,
Anybody who does can see all the algae, and like you can see it actually from pretty far away, like how gross it looks.
I'm glad our taxpayer money went to something so glorious.
Yeah. So that's DC in a nutshell right now. My dad made mention of how clean the city was and like how much they had. And he was right, by the way. Like it was really clean and it was really taken care of, and it was because they were doing all this like Freedom 250 shit. They probably like got rid of all the homeless people. They probably like put them in like concentration camps while they were like celebrating the city and everything.
Sure.
So
they're all underground.
Yeah. So it by all accounts, you're walking around and you're just like you're marveling at the architecture and like everybody's just out here having a good time. We were in the middle of Pride. So there was a Pride parade going through where we were walking, so that was cool to see. Yeah. In the midst of all this shit, there's still have a Pride parade going on.
They're still letting them do that in DC?
For now.
Wow.
For now. But yeah. So it was a good time.
Good.
Yeah, it was a good time. Saw the fam, got to hang out. There's other like little picadillos, if you will, that weren't great, but it wouldn't be a
family trip.
A family trip. Yeah, these things that hadn't.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So yeah, I just wanted to make mention of that, and that is not partly. That is the reason that we are choking down some Natty Bo's. Which, by the way, man, I was up there and had, conservatively 40.
When in
50
Rome,
of them.
right? You gotta do it.
We grilled, and I was like,
oh my god,
it's just and I was just ripping through.
Yeah.
And every place that we went to, I was like, I don't want anything else. I'm up here, and like, what, I'm going to drink something that I can get at home?
It's like being in Champagne and not getting champagne.
Right, exactly.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. So I didn't waste my time with anything else but Natty Bo. And I will say, still good.
Yeah.
Still working.
Did you well. Did you well. I can't remember if I had one of these before. I feel like maybe long ago.
Maybe somebody brought us some years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever, like we can't get our hands on it here.
No.
So it would have had to have been somebody bringing it to us.
Yeah, I will say, with my adult palate, still good. Crisp,
still good.
Clean.
Crispy.
Nice summer beer.
Delicious.
It
is a great summer beer.
Yeah. Good grilling beer. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get into the.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the juicy stuff.
Okay.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Would you like me to read from the PlayStation blog as
Yeah.
of July 1st, 2026?
Let's start there.
Headline.
Headline.
Physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. Subhead. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and its retailers in digital formats only.
I guess let's take it piece by piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with this. Because there's some like really outrageous shit that has happened. So like this is the easiest one to because the other thing that PlayStation pulled is criminal.
Maybe.
So let's talk about this. It's like California deciding that like in like 2028 there's just like every car has to be electric
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
PlayStation just decided outright that
We're doing this for you guys.
this is
Clearly
you
you want this.
this is consumer trends.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't do it if it was up
Right.
to us.
Oh no, we'd keep printing those discs.
You'd have a disc.
Yeah.
You'd have a full book of instructions and liner notes.
Right.
And there would be special edition shit.
We'd print the entire game on the disc. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have to worry about, online updates all the time or unlock, or actually just it being a digital download code, really.
Yeah.
No. It'd be like times of old.
Can you I mean try to wrap your head around the idea that like they're blaming us for the shit that they've been forcing down our throats for the past like 15 years?
Yeah.
And they're like consumer trends. It's like, well, it was trending. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for you to stop printing a booklet in the packaging.
Yeah.
We didn't ask for. And by the way, we've talked about this on the show before, but in no way does the consumer see any savings.
No.
Because the retail price, whether they print a book, a disc, a memory card, a fucking figurine to go along with you're still spending $70. So if I download it on the PlayStation Network, it's still $70.
Right.
If I go to the store and grab it from the store, it's still $70. So you're already robbing us.
Yeah.
And you're already now you're trying to justify it by saying like this is what you guys wanted.
Not to be dramatic, but it's like abusive. It's an abusive relationship.
I don't think that that's dramatic at all.
Where
I think
they're
that's
saying
facts.
they're saying you wanted this.
You wanted this. You asked for this.
That's why I hurt you.
I'm only doing this because you wanted this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do this.
And actually, I want to walk back what you just said because there's something to highlight there. You said if you look on PlayStation Network, it's still $70. If you go to a retail store, it's still $70. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's cheaper in a retail store because they're working with actual physical media
right.
that is on their shelves taking up space. So
Right.
therefore they have an incentive to be competitive,
Right.
to try to get things off the shelves that aren't selling so well. When it's a digital shelf, there's none of that incentive to lower those prices. You can find deals on PSN or other online retailers, but the entire dynamic is different, especially when you are essentially making the PlayStation Network a monopoly. There's even less incentive to do that now.
Right.
To put on those sales.
Right.
So it's like it's giving the consumer fewer options, but also in our capitalist society, inevitably going to lead to fewer discounts for the consumer.
Yeah.
Because why would they?
Yeah. There's no point to like. Where else are you going to get these games? If it's a game that is being published by PlayStation and is being put in the PlayStation Network, it's all in the same ecosystem. There's absolutely no reason they don't have to
ship.
Well, I'm trying to think of the word. like no one else has to take any kind of incentive or responsibility for like selling these games. It's all through PlayStation.
Yeah.
So if they don't have to worry about any of that process, it's all in their same ecosystem. It's like, yeah, you're gonna suckle from this teat,
Right.
and you're not gonna get it from anywhere else.
Right.
Then yeah, there is no incentive for them to why, and it's just so. It just so clearly highlights how much they do not give a fuck about the consumer. Their rationale is mind-boggling.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty simple to get because factually, more people buy digitally than physically.
Right.
And factually, it costs them far less to give you a digital download than it does to print and ship a disc.
Right.
The numbers make sense on their end, but the end result is calamitous for the consumer. And I don't think they realized it would be such a big deal because they were just looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
And you're seeing, like, I don't know, Domino's chiming in online to jump on the dog pile.
Yeah.
Saying, like,
Yeah.
that's
crazy.
like if we were to make our pizzas digital only, like.
So, okay. And all right. So here's the thing. Because me personally, I download most of my games because I've kind of given up on the fact that, like, all right, I'm going to go to the store, grab this game, put the disc in.
Well, it's not easy nowadays, first of all.
Yeah. And even if I wanted to go through the rigmarole of getting a physical disc, it's basically just a download code on a physical disc.
Yeah.
So to the point that we were just making, they have made it so that they have incentivized us to the point of downloading games anyway.
Right.
But
which you are essentially just like owning a lease to, because
so that's okay. Yeah, just go ahead, because that's exactly where I was going to go with this.
So what has been underlined kind of perfectly in the past couple of weeks before this decision was made was that Sony themselves have just ripped away people's pre-purchased movies on their platforms.
Yeah.
Mind you, they already bought these things and they
Right.
just took them away.
Right.
So I'm sure they did not mean for this to happen in succession like it did, but it just is like perfect poetry.
Yeah.
To highlight the fact that not only will you not own anything anymore, but you're supposed to like it.
Right.
Like you're supposed to be excited.
You did this. You wanted
this.
And that we're just giving you what you wanted.
You are telling us that you want to not own anything anymore.
You want it to be leased to you. You never want to have to actually worry about it in a physical space anymore.
Right.
And it's like, that's exactly like, it's part of the reason why people buy not part of the reason. This is the reason that people buy physical media is because they want to own the thing that they are purchasing.
Yeah, I'm people. I agree.
Part of the reason, the reason that Adam buys physical media is because he wants to own the thing that he's buying. To your point, like they definitely didn't do this on purpose, but they have to have seen, and it's not like they're going to change course or anything.
No.
But
I highly doubt it.
The idea that they could possibly try to sell us on, you don't want physical media, you want it all digital, and then turn around and be like, this is what could happen to all of your digital media. This wouldn't be a problem if they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I would just download everything.
Sure.
If I knew that if there was never the threat of me losing my digital media, I wouldn't probably own anything. Man, I would own vinyl. Just like, but that's different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't own any, like when it comes to video games, I wouldn't own a video game, like a physical. If I knew that there was never a threat that it could just be stolen from me, essentially, then this wouldn't even be a conversation. It's just the fact that I just don't understand. I can't wrap my head around why it's to me it's pure evil.
It is blatant greed.
Yeah.
Just naked greed. And look, I don't want to be completely, black pilled right now, but it just feels like
hard not to.
It feels like these corporations are getting more and more brazen over time.
Yeah, because they're seeing what they can get away with.
And that's exactly it. And I don't know what it will take for them to reverse course on something like this. Because I don't think look, there are certain companies like Good Old Games, GOG, on PC, that do it the right way. And they are digital only. But when you buy a game, it's yours forever.
Right.
You can download it. You can put it wherever you want on your hard drive. There's no way for them to remove it from your library. It is yours. There's ways to do this the right way. And PlayStation, Xbox, and a lot of the other major giant video game corporations, they have zero incentive to do that for us.
Yeah.
Why would they?
Why would they?
But again, we're talking about this like monopoly situation in which if you want to play your PlayStation exclusives, now you're going to have to pay to play.
Yeah.
You're going to have to become part of that system that eats its own tail, and just continues to make owning the things you buy even harder for the future.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Are you just going to stop playing video games? I mean,
yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, as things get more, and mind you, this is all in the backdrop of a memory crisis.
Yeah.
Memories becoming more and more expensive to get and to own. They now expect us to find a way to afford more memory on consoles they are downsizing the memory on, by the way.
Right.
Such as Xbox,
right,
for example, that removed their 2 terabyte version. And just strictly fill our hard drives with digital-only content.
Yeah. While making games that are gargantuan.
Yeah. Only getting bigger.
Yeah.
Only getting bigger. Yeah, I mean, it's wild. I think this is just like the ultimate stepping on rake moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think, this is a long shot, but I think at best they're going to delay it. But I really do think this is inevitable.
No, this is it.
I think, regardless, I think especially the next generation of consoles is going to be digital only.
Yeah.
You are not going to own anything. You're not going to be able to resell anything. You're not going to be able to lend anything to your friend. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nintendo's holding out for now, but I think it's only a matter of time before they slip as well.
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%.
So
I could see the Switch 3 or whatever the fuck they're going to call the next one just being all through the Nintendo store.
Yeah.
And not having even... Yeah, it's... And okay, so let's get into the new consoles that are being shipped. Let's get into that a little bit. The PlayStation, not the PS6, but the PS5. Is it the PS5 that they're halting production on? Or is the rumor that
the PS6
is just not going to ship?
Yeah, that they're pumping the brakes on PS6, and additionally, Project Helix, the next Xbox, is going to be digital only.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the 2 next generation consoles. They're taking a step backwards. They're just kind of stutter stepping a little bit, and you're going, oh, actually,
hold up, wait a minute,
we don't have to do this disk drive at all.
Right. And then, like you're saying, I would have less of an issue with this if they were like, okay, that means we can cut prices of games by 10%. Anything,
I mean, if these companies were even remotely honest, they could just go, this is the cost of production. This is now going to be the price of the game because you don't have to pay the cost of production anymore. We don't have to staff these warehouses. We don't have to pay for these materials.
Right.
We don't have to pay for the shipping. We don't have to pay for the production. We don't have to pay for the marketing. It's all right there living on the store. So guess what? The consumer gets to save even $5,
Sure.
even like anything
Anything.
would be enough to just say to the consumer, like, guys, we're thinking about you, even remotely, even if it's a lie. And we all know it's a lie. If you struck down, because we're all getting used to the idea that video games are going to cost around $85 to $100. We didn't get to GTA. The announcements happened while I was out of town, and we didn't really get to talk about GTA 6 and like the confirmed price points and everything.
Yep.
But essentially, they have landed on $80 for the standard game,
Right.
and over $100 for the deluxe version of the game.
$100.
Okay, $100.
Yeah.
And the game's gonna the deluxe version is gonna come with, skins, vehicles,
Haircuts.
outfits.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is all
Guns.
cosmetic stuff. The guns is not really cosmetic.
Yeah.
That's some stuff that you could take into. The thing that really bothered me was missions for each one of the characters and areas to explore
Yeah.
that are going to be tied behind this paywall. And you can say, well, no, you're getting the standard version of the game is the game, and then this other stuff is extra stuff. If it's missions in a game like GTA, that's the game. And what you've decided to do is take out what would have been if this was GTA 3 or 4 or even 5, this would be in the $60 version of the game. And you've extrapolated that and you've put it into a quote-unquote deluxe version, which is not. The deluxe version, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. The deluxe version
It's the full game.
is the full game.
It's everything that they made for the game. So
Right. And this $80 version is the de-resed version of the game. That's the like standard def broke bitch game part of the version of the game.
they'll literally lock you out of like stores that you can't go to.
I mean,
It's just kind of silly.
try to fathom the idea of like, no, dude, you can do whatever you want in this game except for go over there, and except for wear that outfit, and except for have that haircut, and except for drive that car, and except for use that gun.
Yeah.
Everything else, though, you can do with the standard version of the game. It's criminal, bro. It's criminal.
Yeah, that was really disappointing. But as we kind of predicted for GTA 6, not a surprise. And again, I just feel like this hobby I've had for my entire life is now crumbling before my eyes.
Yeah.
It is really disappointing. I was actually talking to Juan about this. Shout out to Juan.
Shout out to Juan.
We were talking about gaming to like nowadays, and he was telling me how he's like, things are just getting too expensive. Like, I don't know if I can. This might be my last console. And I'm like, Marco was telling me the same thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's really sad because like, he has a little girl, and he's like, I would love to continue introducing games and gaming to her, but like, I can't get the newest stuff anymore because it's just, I'm getting priced out of it. And I think that's true for so many people. It's becoming this like incredibly luxurious thing that it's almost becoming a status symbol now to own a console.
Right.
So like, I just really, especially again, like I just said about the storage issues, the RAM shortages, which I think is a major reason why a lot of these consoles are being delayed. There's really no clear path in sight for how this, at least as it currently stands and has stood for decades at this point, this hobby, this passion, this cultural avenue for people is going to survive. It's transforming into something that's unrecognizable in a way that's very different than movies or music. Because as a lot of people pointed out, at least with music, like you're saying, sure, everyone has Spotify, everyone has a streaming service to listen to music. But if you want to own something physically, you can still buy a vinyl record. You can still buy a CD. They're still making those. Like me in movies. Sure, everyone has Netflix, everyone has HBO Max, et cetera, but at least for now, you can still buy a physical disc movie.
Well, and I think the movie industry is kind of singular in that they seem to understand like how much people are like kind of going backwards, and they're like they're like releasing these like steelbook special edition, like all these like 4K high res. All
Criterion had it right the entire time,
right?
You know, like they were ahead of the curve as far as like being like, we aren't just going to put this on a disc and hand it out to you. We're going to make it a special package.
But I'm just like shocked at the entertainment industry, not the video game industry specifically, not getting like vinyl's back, dude. It's a $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars. Physical media is like on an upswing.
Yeah.
People are buying fucking cassette tapes.
Right.
People are going to vintage stores and finding laser discs.
Yeah.
Like physical media is back, and the video game industry is going. We're in the business of taking advantage of our player base.
Yeah.
We're not in the industry of treating
Appreciating
people
this
like
stuff.
they're human beings.
Yeah.
or anything.
And you know what's funny too is that not a lot, but there's a handful of companies, usually more boutique companies, that specialize in making specialty versions of these games. So like special editions, they come, even like retro games, they make like with a full game pack and a booklet and a poster and stickers and what have you.
Yeah.
Those companies are now freaking out about this news, about PlayStation saying, there's not going to be a disk drive anymore, buddy.
Right.
You know, it's like, what are you going to do with all it? Like, they're going to go under because of that.
Yeah.
And
this is a seismic thing to do in the industry.
Yeah.
It doesn't just affect PlayStation as a company when they're like, oh, we don't feel like printing, Uncharted 5 on a disc anymore. It changes everything. It changes the industry. It changes the perception of the industry. It changes fans' perception about like, okay, well, I guess I should just expect to not buy a disc anymore and just download shit. Now all of these companies have to switch to, well, we're not going to ship discs anymore. We have to figure out how to get our stuff on the PlayStation Network. And like you were saying before about the monopoly of the PlayStation Network itself, now Sony is the sole arbiter of what kind of video games you get to play, because now you have to, because what else are you going to do? If you own a PlayStation, if you own a console, it's not like there's a third party company that you can go through and download video games. You have to go through the PlayStation Network, and it's just like Apple. Actually, if you want an app on your phone, it's got to go through Apple. And if Apple decides that you can't have that app, that's it. You don't get that app.
Right. Which I hate to say it, but it is underlining the fact that PC Master Race, like it just like they are forcing people to become even bigger dorks, and just go out there and make their own console, essentially, make their own PC, and have this plethora of options as far as marketplaces to buy these things from, and options as far as what buying it even means. Yeah, like I was saying with GOG, there are like the fact that there are so many ways to buy games makes it so that the consumer is fully in the driver's seat. Yeah. And I love that. But if you're on a console now, that means you are so limited. By everything. Yeah.
I mean, you've always been kind of limited because of the nature of console gaming, but this is kind of the final frontier, last straw kind of thing when it comes to, you get a PlayStation and guess what? Like, that's it, dude. Like you are at the behest of whatever the big brains at Sony decides you get to play. That's it. Good luck with playing anything else. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I think it quietly, or maybe even not so quietly, kind of highlights the anti-consumer, pro-capitalist, pro-consumerism, pro-surveillance state society that we're living in right now, and it only radicalizes me.
Is
I'm
this late stage capitalism?
Dude, it's just like I try so hard to like not give into the baser anger and like, but I'm just starting to get to a point where I'm just like, you know, I don't want this episode to like go too political. But I was reading this article about how like some of the center left Democrats are upset that some of the like socialist Democrats are winning some of these elections.
They're
and stuff
freaking out.
Yeah, and they're like, we have to do something about this.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to pretend to be a political expert on any of this stuff. So I'm not going to go into the direction of like trying to overanalyze what any of that means, except for the thing that is pretty layman, which is that establishment Democrats are scared that
they can't keep doing nothing forever.
and they're watching people do stuff. They're watching results happen, and they're going, well, that's not what we would have done, and we wouldn't have done it that way. And like, we don't like the fact that people like that, and we have to figure out a way to. And they're going to lose the entire Democratic Party, by you know, just
sabotaging, self-sabotaging,
and I don't even know what it means to be a Democrat at this point. I don't know what that. I don't know what their base is. I don't know what their politics are. I don't know what they're trying to sell us on.
I don't think the Democratic Party knows what it means to be a Democrat at this point.
And that's the problem. And so, you know, you're watching a master at work. No, you're watching well, I mean, Mamdani so far is a master at work. You're watching guys like him go, this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. He gets elected, and then he's like, this is what we're going to do. And then it happens.
Yeah.
And then you have to go, and it's like, hey, he got it done.
Right.
Whether you agreed with what he wanted to do or not, he went out there and he got it done. And how long has it been since you've seen like anybody who claims to be a Democrat, which is like such a weird, like even
big tent, real big tent.
Yeah. Like a guy like Zoran calling himself a democratic socialist is like just a way.
You mean
to
a communist?
Yeah, I think it's just a way to not scare all the Democrats away. Because if he was just certainly. Like I'm a socialist, I'm a pure socialist, that would scare the shit out of people. You call yourself the Democratic Socialist Party of America.
It softens it.
Yeah. So you're watching results happen with people who are doing different shit. Mm-hmm. And that scares the fuck out of the establishment. And to kind of rope that back into the video game thing, it's like Xbox, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, like that's the establishment. And right now we're in the thick of them going like, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
And it's going to take very radical movements to say we're not gonna sit here and let you take advantage of us. Mm-hmm. I've said time and time again that like there's almost nothing that would stop me from buying GTA 6.
Yeah.
Getting the disc version or the discless version.
Getting
3/4 of a game.
Yeah.
That could be enough to just be like, you know what? But the problem is like we're not there yet. Mm-hmm. People are too excited about this shit. And also life is too hard right now.
Yeah, we're looking for escape.
Yeah,
and we will pay a premium for that escape.
Right. And so it's hard to tell people like, listen, man, like that's the part about revolution that's so
Read
difficult.
a book, brother.
Yeah, it's like you're asking somebody like, listen, man, I want you to not have as much fun.
Yeah,
right now, because if we can get enough people to not have fun right now, everything could be better for everyone
so
else
much more
later.
Fun later.
Like you can be
spoken like a true commie. Okay, Castro.
Like, dude, listen. If you just not have fun right now, just give
me
a little bit.
The fun's coming.
Have fun later.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
It's a difficult conversation to have with people. It's a difficult thing to ask.
As maybe people can tell from this conversation, people are lacking faith nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to trust in the process. It's hard to trust in each other. It's hard. and you should not trust in companies.
You definitely shouldn't trust the government, and you shouldn't trust Sony, and you shouldn't trust Microsoft. You shouldn't trust any of these companies.
No. Not even good guy Nintendo, because it's only a matter of time. Which I have to keep telling myself, because I wanted to stand up and applaud that Nintendo didn't go the same route.
So
But
far.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It will. It will happen. I'm locking it in. It's going to happen. But I don't know. Yeah, I have no solutions to this problem, my friend, but we'll see the way the wind blows. I'm curious to see once Sony finally breaks their silence, because they have been radio silent for the past 24 plus hours after that announcement. Even the poor Sony official Twitter page got absolutely destroyed for saying it's spider season.
Yeah. Maybe just kind of batten down the hatches and don't say anything while your parent company is like pulling the rug out from the entire consumer base. Maybe just shut the fuck up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just ride it out, man.
Yeah.
Because people are not going to forget for a while. People will forget. People are forgetful.
Sure.
But just got to let that one ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was poor timing. Probably should have
Rough.
just
Not now.
keep quiet on that.
Not now.
Yeah. I feel like there was more. We talked about the fact that they're basically stealing from us, Sony.
Yeah.
Project Helix. Was there anything else as far as the video games are concerned?
I'm trying to think. There was something with Project
Well, there was the
Helix.
fact that Sony's stock rose after the announcement, which
Yeah.
only highlights the anti-consumer, pro-capitalism nature of all of this shit.
And again, I don't think that's super surprising based on the numbers. If you just look at the numbers, they have graphs posted online that show the amount of people that buy physical copies versus digital, and the amount of money it costs less
Yeah.
for these publishers to actually print the games and ship them out to people.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the pure numbers of it, then yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense that you would go, "Oh, this is from an investor standpoint, we're gonna make more money by just letting this shit." But yeah, fuck them. Like, I just think that you would hope that, in the grand scheme of things, like goodwill for the consumer, for the customer, for the player base would win out at some point. I have left these childish thoughts behind, mind
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm saying this just from a pure thought experiment standpoint,
It's
because
almost
this is a
nostalgic.
podcast and we talk about this kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
we have to continue talking about this stuff. From a pure like belief standpoint, I've already accepted that that's a ridiculous thing to believe, but.
And I just want to point out, Hideo Kojima was right. He
always is.
He posted about this, like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Saying that the future is they're going to...
The future is woman.
You will not own anything. They will take... It will be a digital-only storefront, and that's it. And that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And my man hasn't missed.
He hasn't missed. Well, you have to, I mean, you know, when you're on, people should have seen the writing on the wall when you're like watching something on Netflix and then it just disappears, and now it's like it reappears on Paramount Plus, and you're like, wait, what? Your enjoyment, your music and movie library shouldn't just move from place to place like that.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up, man. And everyone, we all just like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just follow it to the next streaming service because I have them all now, because that's life. Instead of having one thing where all my stuff lives, I have 12 things where my thing could live at some point.
Right.
And I keep an eye on it like a legendary Pokemon. And I have to just like keep watching it move from thing to thing. And then one day I might catch it. And one day when I decide to watch John Wick 2 and it's on the streaming service that hopefully I have, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, yeah. So I pulled up his tweet if you'd like to hear it.
Please.
It's from 2021. It is loading. Eventually, even digital data will no longer be owned by individuals on their own initiative. Wherever there is a major change or accident in the world, in a country, in a government, in an idea, in a trend, access to it may be suddenly cut off.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's not allowing me to open it because
we don't have any control over anything.
I don't have X.
Oh, Sherry doesn't have X. It's okay. That's fine. Good for you.
That's all right. I don't have X either. He'll send me stuff, and I have to like look at the browser version of it, and I can't look at the comments because you'd have to download X, and I'm like, not gonna do it. You're not gonna get me back on that platform. So you couldn't drag me kicking and screaming back to X.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
It's terrible.
Don't go. Anyway, that gives a good idea of what he was getting at, which ends up being completely true. You will not own anything. Nothing.
I want to say this just off this is a little offshoot.
Yeah.
I know that we used to. I know that when when Twitter first became X, and we would make the joke about like I'm not gonna call it X. His mother called him X. I'm gonna call him X or Twitter.
Yeah, yeah.
I think now in the big 2026, I think it's more of an insult to what Twitter used to be to continue to refer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like at this point we should be calling it X.
Yeah, because it's something completely unrecognizable.
Yeah, and what it is now is X. Twitter used to be fun.
Yeah.
Twitter was a good time.
Yeah.
X is not fun. X sucks. And like to continue to call the platform Twitter when it's not fun and it's terrible and people are leaving in droves, and I think it makes more sense to be like, yeah, that's an X post.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a tweet.
I follow
Tweets used to be fun.
I mean, it even sounds more fun.
Yeah.
What do you call it? It's an X post?
It's an X post.
That's
you
horrible.
Post it on X.
That's horrible.
It's so clumsy and cumbersome, and it's so Elon Musk to be like he posted on X as opposed to just
USA.
I think he wanted us to at first call it X'd. He X'd on X. I think that was the initial, like he X'd.
I see.
And people were like, "That's
no, we're not doing that.
Fucking horrible.
We're not doing
I can't
that.
believe you even thought that was remotely a good idea."
Yeah.
So then they changed it to post. He posted on X.
It's horrible.
And it's just like it's backwards. You already had. I mean, we're beating a dead horse, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Let's beat a dead horse. You already had the thing. You had cultural cachet by just being like, you tweeted. Everybody knew exactly what you meant. You knew exactly how to find it. You knew exactly where to go. He tweeted this thing, blah, 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 blah. And then you go to his Twitter account and you're like, I can see the tweet that you were referring to.
Yeah.
Now you have to say he posted on X, and you have to go to X and you have to sift through just filth.
You have to go to x.com.
X.com.
Yeah.
Ugh, God. Anyway. Kojima, no, I think at what was this, 2021?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an X post or if that was a tweet at that point. When did he take over?
I don't even remember. I blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah.
Oh. It was probably an X.
Yeah.
It was probably an X post.
Yeah.
At that point.
Ugh, man. Either way, he was right.
Everything's ruined.
Yeah. It's all terrible. It's all terrible.
We're living in the ruins of Rome.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about that Citizen Vigilante movie?
No.
it's all over X. I'll tell you that much.
Does it look good?
No.
Oh, it looks bad?
It's that Uwe Boll movie.
Oh, right.
They're all posting about all the white nationalists. Yeah.
Very
Speaking
cool.
of Elon Musk, I mean, he's all about it. He loves it.
Of course he
loves it.
Yeah.
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 Imagine trying to feign interest in an Uwe Boll movie.
And what is he just jumping and he's like, this could be good. Clap, clap, clap. Clap emoji. Or is he like reposting it?
He's
over and over?
reposting
Oh, yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
He's reposting other people's positive reactions to it and
Yeah.
clips.
Yeah.
And flat out, like, straight up ethno-state kind of, like, reposts about it.
See, I don't, and that's the thing. That's part of the reason why, like, as somebody who is off Twitter, I don't see this shit anymore. And on the one hand, I feel like my mental health has improved.
Certainly.
Like it definitely has.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm not aware of this shit going on, and I have to plug back into the matrix.
I am only seeing it on X, though. To your point, I don't
Right.
see it on Instagram. I don't see it on Facebook.
Well, not one real human being other than you. and you brought it up for the show. I mean, we talk about shit like that. Otherwise,
and I care about movies. So
Yeah.
they were pointing out that, like, first of all, I know who Uwe Boll is.
Right.
Okay. Not a fan,
Right.
but I know him. And I'm
Right.
like, the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And then I see what it's like. First of all, I see who's in it, which is our favorite cannibal,
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
Yeah.
Not actual cannibal. Don't sue me.
I mean, hey,
He wanted to fantasize about
it's
it.
just like a sexy thing that he was doing.
Yeah, and he's accused of other things. But I saw that he was in it, and the early posts about it were like, you know, the movie sucks, but this guy's super locked in on the role.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, maybe it's like maybe it'll be a good bad movie at least.
Well, and I will say, like, objectively, even though Army Hammer is like a fucking psychopath,
Yeah,
it's a good act.
it's a good actor.
Yeah.
Good actor. And the clips that I saw of him in the role, I'm like, yeah, he seems locked in. This seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even though the movie itself looks terrible. But the more I saw about it, and the more people started reposting clips and talking about it, it became this rallying cry for anti-immigrant, straight up violence against immigrants.
Yeah.
And casting specifically Muslim immigrants as inherently dangerous rapists against white women. And that this is like a revenge fantasy movie about this upstanding white man who takes power back, essentially. And
Is this Liam Neeson's memoir?
yes,
Did you just
Yes.
turn it into a movie?
it is.
People don't forget Liam.
He stopped himself. It's okay.
He stopped himself.
He stopped himself.
Right.
He had the thought,
But he stopped himself.
but he stopped himself. It's the internal thought, Liam. You don't have to share that with
Yeah, he
people.
could have let you thought it, you stopped yourself. That could have been the end all be all. But
Yeah,
no, you had to
yeah.
go to GQ and like reveal
Talk
that.
about
Yeah, you had to tell everybody how you felt.
If you don't know what we're talking about, look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
It's a time.
Not a great time.
No, but it's time. But you know, this inherently failed comparison started popping up that infuriated me, which is, oh well, you know, you guys don't have a problem with it when it's it's Django Unchained and he's murdering all these white people, and you don't have a problem with it when it's even Keanu Reeves killing all these people. You don't have a problem when it's essentially going down the line of these like revenge stories
Yeah.
that aren't about white people murdering brown or black people.
All right.
And mind you, from the clips I've seen, and this is why I want to be careful about talking about the movie because I haven't seen it myself. But from the clips I've seen, he's not just murdering the people who did wrong.
Right.
He's not just getting revenge on people who hurt innocent people. He is just murdering people he doesn't like.
Right.
And we had this discussion earlier where you asked me, like, is there any topic that I wouldn't watch a movie about?
Yeah.
And or a thing in a movie that I wouldn't watch.
Yeah.
And I said no, except for actual violence, real unsimulated violence against animals.
Yeah. I
I don't dig that. But I I would be okay with that premise of a movie if the idea behind the movie wasn't celebrating that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think that movie can be made well. I think that story can be told well. But I don't like the insinuation that what he's doing is good and justified. And I saw at the end of the movie, it ends with a dedication to the innocent fake number of women who were raped by migrants.
Jesus Christ.
And I saw that, I'm like, not only is this nefarious as far as like framing of a story,
Yeah.
but it is also rooting it in reality to a place where it's going to inspire people to do this in real life.
Right.
I don't see how this is not a direct call to action for people. And what I've seen is from clips, I think almost he's breaking the fourth wall and saying, you guys have to wake up and do something about this.
Right.
Literally.
Well, I mean, I don't know how else you can misconstrue something at the end of.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. There is a clip in which like he records himself, Army Hammer, whatever this character is, saying, you guys need to protect yourselves. You got to do something about this invasion or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is
Christ,
disgusting.
Man. He, the fall from grace on that one, where he's just like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just do this.
I'll do it.
Fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Who gives a flying fuck at this point?
Yeah. So I wanted to highlight that as like just, I guess, a grinding my gears segment, if you will.
Yeah.
To add on to the culture war. I found it repugnant. And I do want to see it just to have context around what this thing even is.
Yeah.
But I get why people are celebrating it, because they want to live this fantasy or see that happen, even in movie form. But I just find it so like absurdly disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Citizen Vigilante, if you want to look it up.
Sick.
Yeah.
Is that next on the Obesity Film School?
I don't think so.
Citizen Vigilante. It's not even like a good title.
No.
Citizen Vigilante. Let's see.
Apparently sold very well on Amazon.
I'm sure it did.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many white people. You just look at the cast and you're like, huh. Armie Hammer plays Sanders. Living in Croatia, a wealthy American businessman transforms into a feared vigilante who targets violent criminals, rapists, and corrupt judges. As his brutal campaign gains traction online and across media, he soon becomes a wanted criminal and an unlikely public hero. It feels like Bowl was going for a pseudo Punisher kind of deal.
Yeah.
But didn't have the chutzpah or the gravitas or the intelligence or the creativity to actually understand the Punisher as a character.
I disagree. I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
Ooh.
And I think he knew exactly who he was pitching this for. And it worked.
Yeah?
It worked.
Well, the first post from Reddit, our movie critic, is I watched Citizen Vigilante, and honestly, it was terrible.
Yeah. Who's surprised?
It has a really high audience score.
No way.
Yeah.
Weaponizing a Rotten Tomatoes score?
Citizen Vigilante 2 is coming in 2027.
Oh, thank God.
So there you go. New 89-minute Vigilante action thriller defies critics to become streaming hit. So it actually is doing well.
Yeah.
Amongst the worst person you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Elon Musk still has enough of a cultural pull when it comes to those kind of people that like he can tell, hey, you should go watch this movie, and they're like, yeah, we should because Elon said so.
This movie's right.
Yeah. When Elon Musk wants pizza ordered at 2 a.m., somebody's got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Former trillionaire.
Oh, he'll be back.
Yeah. Before you know it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry about his trillions.
What I am worried about is this Cheers of the Week.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's get to it. You should be worried. You should be worried. I got one.
Okay.
But let's start with yours, Obi.
All right. My Cheers of the Week goes to a video game that I own on PC
That's nice.
called Dispatch.
Ooh.
Came
okay.
out last year.
All
was a
right.
big hit.
Big.
It was developed by a group of former Telltale people.
Marines.
Former Marines. No, you're never a former Marine. You're always a Marine. You're a Marine for life.
True.
Former Telltale game devs, and it's written all over the game.
Yeah.
Literally. The writing is fantastic. It is like, actual TV quality writing,
Yeah.
which I say, not trying to disparage video game writing, but there's a certain finesse you need to write good dialogue, especially.
Yeah.
And
You just don't have to do as much as far as video game dialogue is concerned. You can let a lot. Yeah, you can let a lot of the video game itself do the talking. You
Sure.
don't have to do too much.
yeah. But in a Telltale style game, choose your own adventure kind of deal, you
Yeah.
do.
Right.
And fortunately, they're really good at that, and that's the type of game this is, in which you play as this character who essentially is the third generation Iron Man in this universe.
Cool.
However, he's a failure. So what he does after his Iron Man suit gets destroyed is he gets a job as a dispatcher at this call center, essentially for superheroes.
That's
so
awesome.
he dispatches the superheroes to these emergency areas and has to choose carefully who he's dispatching based on their talents. And over time, their talents progress. There's a tiny RPG element where you can like increase their intelligence or increase their strength or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is a Telltale game where you choose your dialogue, and you get that little blurb up top. They will remember this.
Yeah.
But then also on top of that, there's a gameplay element to it as well, which is a lot of fun. I'm not finished with it yet. I think I'm about halfway through, but so far, and the way it's set up is in episodes, so it's very easy to pick up and play.
Yeah.
So like most nights, I'll boot it up and play an episode and call it a day, and that's perfect.
Again, very Telltale.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love the characters. I think the setup is really cool, and they're setting up very clear, like, will they, won't they situations that you have to make choices about.
Yeah.
And they make you fire people, and you have a choice about who you're going to fire. And
That's funny.
like, it is really, really cool, really well done. And so far, it is fantastic. I think it deserves a lot of the Game of the Year stuff it's got, or awards it won last year. So I'm very happy to pick it up finally. And it's only like $20. So well worth the time, well worth the money. Highly recommend Dispatch.
All right. Do you think that the RPG element of the game is necessary in a game like that?
No, but I think it helps in a weird way. It's like a kind of an anchor of the game.
Yeah.
Because if it's just choose your own adventure, they in the Telltale games, there used to be like the quick time events and stuff too.
Yeah.
Which they have in this game, but they're optional. You don't need to do the quick time events.
That's good.
You can just skip those and focus on making your decisions and playing the game element of it. And there's like a hacking mini game too. Is it necessary? No, but I think it's a refreshing addition to the
genre.
The genre, yeah.
All right. I don't foresee myself ever playing this game, other than with you, probably.
Oh no, it's fun. It's a lot. I think the writing style, it is genuinely funny. Genuinely funny.
Yeah.
I think it's up there with like Invincible as far as like animated superhero stuff.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend it. I think you would actually really like it.
Well, to that point, my cheers of the week is going to, just the pure nostalgia of video games, man. Because I think it's over. Not to be like super dramatic or hyperbolic, but I think it's over.
Yeah.
I think we're just watching
the industry crumble.
yeah. I mean, we I think on this podcast, we've been doing this show for so long that we've watched some pretty like significant things happen, and we've commented on them on this show. Like you can go back and you can track some like pretty significant things in human history through this podcast.
Yeah. We're that old.
We are that old.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for that long. And I'm obviously not trying to like age the show or anything like that, but I do think that like we have made it a point to at least stay relevant in that way. And what that has given us is the fact that like you can go back and you can go like you can kind of track it, right? I think that we're on the precipice of like a massive change in the industry.
Yeah.
And as we talk about these things on this episode in particular, and probably the next couple or what have you, as we like watch these changes take place in real time, like you'll be able to go back and listen to this episode and be like, yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We talked about it here. We talked about it beforehand. We've been talking about it for months. We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah.
Like reading the writing on the wall. And I just think about like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and even PlayStation 4 era of never even thinking about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
You got a video game, and I'm not going to like harp on this too long.
Back in my day.
You got a game, and it was the game.
Yeah.
All the skins, all the levels, all of the DLC, which was just shit you unlocked when you finished the game or put a weird code in that nobody told you about, or your big brother kind of figured out, or somebody was subscribing to what's that book, Tips and Tricks. You got that book, and it had all the shit. And you go and you like look up GTA, and it's like, how do I get infinite guns? And
or whip out your Game Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you figure that shit out. I'm not going to go all the way back in that direction. I'm just saying that it's over, and we are living in a time where like we can just kind of look around and say to ourselves, it's over. And now we have to figure out what the next step is and how do we continue being passionate about this thing. How do we continue enjoying this as we accept that
it's never going to be the same?
It's never going to be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And we're about done here. So I don't think we're not going to crack it tonight.
No.
But I think that's just part of being passionate about this shit is like we have to think about next steps and like how to move forward and how to like figure out how we're gonna continue enjoying this shit.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a shout out to what was.
We knew ye well.
Yeah.
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 We'll see. It's gonna evolve like anything else, but
yeah.
I think what we had is gone.
We just have to stay with it, stay ahead of it, you know?
Yeah.
There it is. All right. It's time to review these brewskis.
Let's do it.
From the Red Light Brew Pub, it's the Go Skate Dad Hoppy American Lager. Obi, what'd you think?
I really like this.
Yeah.
I think you're speaking to my likes with that hoppiness, that grapefruit kind of touch to it while still being light.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I like the combination of flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give it a 5.
Yeah.
Super solid. Super drinkable. With just enough texture and personality to be just above something where you're like, this is just like a beer drinking beer. Like it's not a beer drinking beer.
Right.
I think it's just a little bit more than that. I think there's a little bit more personality to it, a little bit more going on.
Perfect to see the difference between that and a Natty Bo.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
Perfect comparison.
Excuse me. So I'm also going to give it a 5.
Nice.
You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In podcast from myself, Marco Dupa, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yep, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
Next episode's going to be more fun. I promise.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be more fun. Yeah.
We love you.
It has no way of not being more fun.
Okay. Don't jinx it.
Love